Hey guys, this is Jerry. So, the recent elections has brought to light a bunch of things that it shows there's definitely fundamental misunderstandings that a lot of people have about what our country, what our freedoms, what our democracy is about. And it made me think of something that I don't think I'm ever going to forget this, but I have a friend, he's a guy from China. He's pretty Americanized, like he loves hip-hop culture, and he's married to half Chinese girls. There's something so fundamental in him that I think it's so rampant in our society, and I wanted to just share with you guys because maybe this could bring some light to why people have been so angry and fed up and people voted for Trump. So let me just explain to you the situation that happened between me and him. Because he grew up in China, he's very sensitive over certain issues, right? And this American stand-up comedian guy made some stupid joke about Chinese people. So he got angry. He got into a little war with him, like, a Facebook comment war with him over, oh, you can't say this shit. Oh, you don't understand what Chinese people had to go through. Why are you joking about stuff you don't understand? And it's great. It's great that he called the guy out. And I messaged him on Facebook. I said, it's great what you're doing. Explain to him. That's what America's about. We have something called discourse. If you disagree with someone, you explain to them, you show them, and you give them reasoning. And if you can convince them, then you made them a better person and you made society better. But if you can't convince them, you can't stop them from talking, right? That's free speech. I thought he understood that. And I reached out to the other guy, the comedian that was making this stupid joke. And I said, hey, you should really listen to my friend. This is what my friend grew up with. It'll really help you guys come to a little consensus. So I thought, maybe I was idealistic, I don't know, but I thought I did the right thing. So my friend calls me 2 weeks later, and he's really mad at me. And he's yelling at me for 15 minutes. He says, Jerry, man, I can't believe you didn't get angry with me. I can't believe you didn't get outraged with me. Look, and he spent 10 minutes telling me about why that joke was so offensive. And I told him, I understand that joke's offensive, but whether it's offensive or not, we can't tell the guy, no, you can't say this shit. That's not what America's about, right? And my friend just didn't get that. And he's like, well, fuck your free speech. Fuck that. That's not how it works in China. Blah, 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 blah. And I just got so taken aback. It's like, in theory, everyone's for free speech. But the problem is, when the speech doesn't agree with us, we all suddenly that's when we start becoming hypocritical, right? So everyone is for free speech until it disagrees with them, and then they're not for free speech anymore. And that's exactly what my friend was. He got so mad at me because I was, it's not that I was okay with that guy saying making those kind of jokes, but this is a free country. You can try to convince him why he's wrong, but you can't stop him. That's not how America works. And the fact that my friend didn't understand that, got so mad at me because I didn't get equally outraged at him over this thing. And I tell this story because my friend's not a conservative, he's not a liberal, he's just a Chinese American, or not even a Chinese American, he's just a Chinese person trying to make it work in America. And his sort of sentiment echoes the sort of progressive liberal thing. Oh, you can't say that because it's racist. Oh, you can't say that because it's sexist. The way liberals think about the society and life, they're all for free speech as long as it's okay with what the culture's accepting, right? They don't really agree with free speech. If you say anything that's not what our current sort of mainstream culture accepts, then suddenly they label you all this shit. And I sort of got to see the other end of it through an analogous example with my friend in a different sort of situation. But imagine people in society who maybe they don't agree with certain things that are pushed on them by media or by our current culture, and they're afraid to speak out against it because for fear of people being outraged and people being angry, right? These people, they hold it inside, and then come election day, oh, there's one candidate who's not afraid, who's unabashed to talk about this stuff in a way that he's not afraid to offend people. Who do you think's gonna resonate with these guys, right? And it wasn't until I had this moment with my friend where he got mad at me for not being outraged with him, that I understood how a lot of these people that maybe liberals label as racist or uneducated or white or whatever, that this is how they think. They feel such a current of people who just don't accept that they have a different opinion and want to force them to have one opinion. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm just trying to help everyone understand why our country voted the way our country voted, because almost 50% of our country voted one way, and we can't go around like what everyone on Facebook is doing, labeling 50% of the country racist or sexist or stupid. We can't do that. We have to understand. What I hope this blog shows is just my way of trying to understand the other side. With my situation with my friend and that comedian, of course, I would take offense if someone made like a child labor joke and didn't understand the implications. But again, it's not my right to say, yeah, we have to ban you from saying that shit, and everyone else who doesn't agree with me is a fucker and I'd have to yell at them. But there we go, that's my story. Remember, free speech is free, it's absolute. It's not just free if it agrees with you. You have to allow everyone to voice their opinions. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.